So, welcome everyone to this webinar about the Jiu-Jitsu rules 2024. I'm Claudia Behnke, and still people coming in, so good to see so many interested people. So for those that are coming in, please mute yourself, and we have this meeting recorded, so later people can look it up on YouTube. If you have a question, please use the chat. You can write your question in the chat, or if you want to speak up, raise your hand, then we can let you speak. For those that have missed it, we are in the final round of the World Games Athlete of the Year. So Faisal is currently on number 3, but the voting still continues till January 31st. So don't forget to vote every day. Maybe we can push him to place number 2 or even to place number 1. As said, the Jiu-Jitsu rules 2024 are the topic. For those that have not seen them yet, you can download them on the website. They are not formally approved yet. Still, there is no reason not to assume that they will not be approved. So just that you already know why they are not yet visible on the website. We expect them to be approved at the next board meeting, and then they are also visible with all the other rules. But for now, you can just use this link, download them from there, use the QR code. And Alexandre Nascimento is our speaker for today, and I give him the floor.
Thank you, Claudia. Good to see you guys. Long time I don't see many guys here. So few months don't have competition. So we have been working our rules book in this time. Okay. So it will take actually I don't like to say that we have a update in the rules, right? We just most was grammar, or we fix some spelling, some mistakes in the grammar in the text. We change some characters, you know. We have in the chat to be Ronaldo from Philippines. He is the main guy behind this update in the book, with his much better English than mine. He was the one correcting the text. Okay, I sent already in our referee group the new book. Right, let me share here already. Don't forget to mute your microphone, guys. So it's that on the group, the link. Soon it'll be on the website to download too. Okay. As I said, we didn't have big change. We didn't change the rules actually. We just update a few things. As you know, Jiu-Jitsu is a very, how can I say, dynamic sport. Every year it evolves by itself. The players create new things, and we, as behind the rules, we have all the times to follow the trends, what the player are doing. We cannot have big changes every time, then become a mess. So sometimes take years to people understand some rules sometimes, you know. So we have to take care to don't move too much the book, but of course always follow the new trends from the athletes. That's what we did. We have only 2 small changes, and most of the changes are basically grammar. I don't like to do this much in my course. Actually, this is not a course, right? I just gonna present the new book, but I don't like to do. Normally, I do some presentation, PowerPoint, some things. But here, as we change a little bit the book, I prefer to follow page by page and show you the change we had. Okay. So let's go. Here you can see. Just let me take here note. Oh, 1 minute. I'm suffering a little bit. I changed my computer. Here is it. So here's the version 2.4. So if you don't have this one, you have the wrong file. So always look for this one, 2.5, 2.4. Okay. It is it. Here that's the same. The summary here. In the summary here, we have as I told you, we move some sections, we join to be a better flow actually. So for example, for myself, normally I memorize by visual. I have a visual memory where the rules are there in the book, so I go in the right page. So now you have, if you are like this, you have to adapt yourself a little bit, because we change some places here to better understanding of the rule. Okay. The text here, the same. One important thing, some people sometimes doesn't know, but here is my email, the GJF official email for Jiu-Jitsu. If you have any question, let's say you have an official question to do or a video or something, here is the email to send, right? Section 1. Here is all the same, but we just add this area here outside. Okay, we have the fighting area here. We have the safety area. Both we used to call match area. Okay, safety area, fighting area, both match area. Here where the fight, where we happen the fight, where you can give scores, penalties, everything. Outside is just for safety. So sometimes we go to some competitions because how can I say because have many disciplines. Sometimes the arena they are small, doesn't fit, or too big, so people join some matches. But you as a referee, you as a coach, as a player, what you have to understand, we have a safety area and you have a fighting area on the middle, okay, where the fight gonna happen. Out of this, when you get out from the safety area, nothing can be scored anymore, right? So just for visual understanding, we add this out, the escape area. Usually we used to say escape area. Go on. Codes. Here is the same. Some text was not here before. We took from the sporting code, okay? Just to be clear. Things that everybody knows, but sometimes coach trying to play with the referees. Sometimes they don't know, yes. Sometimes they try to play. This is the thing that I see every time. Some people there taking pictures or video. Sometimes they are not the coach is not there. The athlete invite anyone from his federation to be sitting there, and these guys go there just to do a video. It's not fair. All our events, we have streaming. Normally a good streaming, so you can have your videos from there. Coach place is it's a place that we put there for coach help the athlete, not to make videos or take pictures. So as a referee, don't allow this one. Use mobile phones. Coach must remain seated. Cannot be excited. Sometimes stand up, start to shout. Cannot. Dress properly. This is clear in the since ever in the sporting code, but some coaches they pretend that they don't know, or I believe sometimes they don't know. They go to the finals wearing a t-shirt from his national federation, or even worse, sometimes they go there with a kimono, pants, or cap, or something like that. We have a dress code for this one, and coach must know, and we as a referee must know, okay? When you see the coach not dressed properly, he's using a mobile there, we as a referee have to go there and advise him. Offensive behavior, we have all the rights to dismiss, to remove the coach from his place when he has been offensive with the referee, right? Coach is there only to help his athlete, give instructions to his athlete, and that's it. You cannot even talk with the referee, right? So we just keep clear this one, things that everybody should know. Section 3, by the way, even Aldo prepared a change log with a summary of all these changes that have been done in the book. So I threw that in the referee group and in the GJF website to download, okay, to be clear. That's good for everybody, of course, to read everything. We have a few updates here in the GI. All uniform things, again, they are there clear in the sport code. Some things we just bring it to here, okay? Because people sometimes they don't read even the rules book. Imagine if they're gonna read the sporting code too. So the main informations there that make sense for us, we put here, okay? So here we talk about gi, no gi uniform. It's important to take a look. What else here? Athletes' responsibilities. Some things, sometimes the athlete come to the match with, I don't know, with some short gi. I didn't know. Brother, you must know. I'm just here to say that your gi is short. Then you go there change. But no one tell me. No one have to tell you. Your coach have to tell you. You and your coach have to read the book, okay? So I don't see any other way to be more clear here, the uniform things, okay, than the way we did here. So nothing new. Again, nothing new, just we keep more clear informations. Section 4, age groups. Oops. Here. Hi, Jen. Here's, again, just text a little bit different. Uniform.
Alexander, I have to interrupt you for a short question. Sorry, I just saw that
Sure.
in the chat. There was, you mentioned well about that a coach, can be punished for bad behavior. And there's a question if there is any, punishments, like any things in the rules, in a sense, or if this depends on a case by case.
No, there's nothing. We don't have like specify what's the bad behavior, let's say, but it's clear that the coach can only give instructions to his athlete. If he start to shout to the referee, say bad words or something, the referee have the right to remove him, to dismiss him from the place, and we can take the situation to the disciplinary committee from JJIF to analyze the case. Okay. Here we go. Uniform. This section before was in the appendix in the end of the book. We brought all together here to this section for the uniform guide. It's still all the same, okay? We just moved the place. By the way, some change that maybe you can see. Everyone from BJJ is following the European Championship from IBJJF now. IBJJF changed the size of the geese, okay? For them, not now, but in the words, in the middle of the year, they start to ask for 2 centimeters only here on the sleeve, okay? We didn't discuss this change, but most of the big brands of Jiu-Jitsu, of uniforms, they're going to start to follow this rule now. So the geese going to be a little bit bigger than we used to see, okay? But for us, we didn't change this one because it's a big discussion that we should involve even the other disciplines. So we will not have time to do it in the right time now. But something maybe in the future we can start to discuss, because short gi, it's a complaint for everybody. Everyone complain that the gis are getting shorter and shorter, and we try to be most strictly possible when you have the gi check. But the players, they're always trying to play with the rules, and we have to take some action. Like I said, IBJJF, they took action to put the rules a little bit bigger. I like it. I think old guys here, they remember in the 90s, we used to wear very long gis, and was normal, everybody fighting the same way, okay? Was not a big deal. So section 3, okay? Section 4, age groups here. I was discussing with Claudia before. This we had before was appendix. We just move up in the book. It's all the same, no change. But there is something here. We had updates in the weight divisions for under 16, right? And we have a proposal. Claudia was explaining before. She can explain better maybe later. For youth under 14, under 12, okay? That was a proposal for 2022 and should be valid now in 2024, but still not in the sporting code. But for under 16, these are the new weight divisions, okay? So be aware of this, even to share with your teammates. And here, for under 14, under 12, and under 10, I didn't put anything as it's still not in the sporting code. Claudia may be gonna update it soon. So then we have to change this page here in the book. But then I'm gonna advise everybody, okay? It's the only change that we could have here. What else? Referees. Still the same, okay? Just Aldo clarified very well the step by step on the for the video referees, okay? Here is it. Before was just a simple sentence talk that we have video referees, that the actions could be reviewed. But here now we have a better text talking about what the referee have to do. It's important, guys. Just I open something here. In Asia, Asian Games that maybe our biggest competition here is under OCA, Olympic Council of Asia. It's a very important competition for all Asian countries. And we have one situation there when one country was contesting. They didn't agree with our procedure, or with the decision, with the VAR decision. But we follow exactly what you have in the rules, okay? The rules of challenge, the video referees, they double check the book, you know, always majority decisions, two referees can decide over one decision. So we follow the step, how should be, how we have written here in the book. And you as a referee, you must do it, okay? Because even if you are totally right about one situation, you are 100% sure, but then you didn't follow the right procedure, the national federation can go against you, right? It can go against this your decision, and you'll be wrong because you didn't follow the right procedure during the fight. So what's the procedure does to if someone is living in the moon, okay? We have some action, match referee scored, okay? Coach stand up with the challenge, with the card, asking the challenge. When I have time, I stop the fight, disengage the athletes, go there to the coach, ask him what he want to challenge. I want to challenge the last, I don't know, takedown, okay? Then me as a match referee, I'm gonna ask for the video referees. Please double check the takedown situation. I don't talk with them. I don't try to put my opinion over there, right? I cannot say that, hey guys, he's contesting the takedown, but the athletes start with both feet inside the match area. Doesn't matter. I just say, please double check the last action. In the end, I wait. Okay, that's the procedure. So the both referees, they're gonna check. We always have two in the video. And always majority opinion. If they split, one of them is agree with the match referee, 2-1, stay the match referee decision. If both agree between them, they want to overturn the match referee decision, okay, they just say, remove the 2 points and score the advantage. Me, as a match referee, I have to follow. I cannot discuss with them. No, guys, are you sure? Take a look again. No, I cannot. I just, boom, do the sign, remember, that I'm receiving a command from the radio, remove my points, score what they told me, and that's it. Challenge accept or challenge not accept. We have to follow the procedure. This is very, very important, okay? Even if I don't agree, Alexandre, I don't like this procedure. Okay, so make your proposal, bring to the board, and let's vote, okay? But for now, this is the procedure, and that's we have to follow, right? So we just clarify a little bit. It's all the same. All the rules are the same. Just a little bit clear, more clear than before. Here we go. How's the chat, Aldo? All good? No big questions?
All good. We have one over here about what is the correct procedure as the athlete if the athlete sees there is a violation to the uniform size rules, but the organization let the other athlete arrive with the illegal uniform. Is there a spot to fill? Basically, I think the question is, what is the way the athlete should proceed if if the organizer failed to check the uniform properly and the athlete wants to say, hey, the uniform is wrong?
Now look, we have the checking, the control area where I have gi check. This is just to, let's say, to advise the athlete he's wrong. The last decision is always from the match referee, okay? So if I'm the match referee, I understand this gi is short. I'm gonna ask for the coordinator, hey, Alexandre, please bring the checker. I'm gonna check. And if I see with using the toe, I see it's short, I can tell them to change the gi. Doesn't matter if there was a checking area before. Of course, to avoid wasting time, sometimes we are live on television. We have to speed up. Sometimes we will let's say on the line, over the line, not so short to let it go, just to avoid. But normally the last decision is from the match referee, and he has all the rights to tell to the athlete to change his gi. And then he's gonna give him a certain time. It's not fixed in the book. Why? Sometimes we have very small arenas, and sometimes we are in a huge stadium. So the time is different for this athlete go behind there in the warm up and change his gi. So I can give him 2 minutes, 3 minutes, depends the referee on duty, okay? I see here someone asked about can we use these rules also for AGP? AGP is a different organization, guys. Have nothing to do with us. So it's totally different rules. People say sometimes, they use points, speed advantage. No, even the guidelines that are told to the referees are slight different. So forget. It's the same I say, I'm going to use IBJJF rules here. It's another organization. Okay. What else here? I agree with challenge. Does the athlete still have to agree with the challenge of the coach? Yes. No change here. There's no change. We just clarify a little bit, okay? Challenge is only allowed to coach. All answer. Good. Just my message here, because we experience a very weird situation. The Asian Games now follow the procedure, okay? What's written in sporting code, what's written in the rules book, followed, how is it written there. Yeah, I don't agree. Doesn't matter if you agree or not. Follow. If you don't agree, as I told you, make your proposal, put to vote in JJF assembly, okay? Section 6 is all the same, just grammar corrections here, right? Section 7, again, grammar, the layout we change a little bit, but it's just grammar. Section 8, here, 7, okay. 8. Again, some grammar, there is some, how can I say? Some guidelines here we prepared, especially here, this one. The continuity. I don't know, man. We have thousands of questions all the time about this. What's a continuous movement? What is not? So we found a text that can cover this situation. We have been using continuous movement is much more as a feeling that we, as a jiu-jitsu players, as a coach, as an athlete, we understand, okay? If you talk with anyone who trains jiu-jitsu, he gonna understand what's a continuous movement. But sometimes to judge, it becomes a little bit subjective. And yes, it's subjective. Unfortunately, or fortunately, jiu-jitsu is not like math. 2 plus 2 is 4. No, our art is a little bit subjective. I see one situation and you can see in a different view. Okay, you can feel. That's why you have people that prefer playing passing guard, or the guys prefer playing on guard. So it's a very subjective sport, let's say, and the rules are the same. So we got a text here about the continuous movement. That's the only one thing we add here to be a little bit more clear. Okay. What else? Oops. I'm suffering a little bit. I have a new computer. Okay. Here's all the same. No big change. Again, just to change the order, the numbering. I think it's much better. By the way, another thing important. Aldo was the responsible one to do the layout, and he made these things using Google. Okay. Now it's much more easier for anyone who wants to translate the book for your language to use Google. Before I was using Adobe, and you must use Photoshop to change all the things, to change the text. Okay. Now you can straight change the text on the Google. So any of you, if you want to translate for your language, again, the only official book is the English version. But if you want to help your people in your country, that's always positive. Talk with us, talk with me, talk even Aldo. We can add your email there on Google, and then you have access to the book, and then you can change using the same layout. Then you can change for your language. I know it's a hard work, but always worth, man. Always worth. As more as we spread the rules, much easier is our job as a referee, as a coach. If more people understand very well the rules, it's much more easier for us. So if you want to translate for your language, just let me know. We give you access, and then later when you finish, we can upload in our website in different languages. The last version, we had translating 9 languages. So I wish to keep translating like this. So section 8, we are good. just the continuous movement situation. Oops. Section 9, what I have here. It's separated before section 9 was together with section 8, okay? Examples, here is all the same. Just a few texts like the passing guard. Where is the passing guard? Here. We prepare a better example here for passing guard, for dominant, control, top position, okay? Keeping the opponents back on the floor, all these small things. Again, all this text change is very, very important because it makes more clear for the people who is still learning the rules, still are learning about the sport. Going forward, submissions, just grammar and layout change again, okay? Section 11. The sections here was rearranged. Here's all the same, okay? Minor falls and falls was a little bit rearranged, okay? And here we have the first real change in the book, in the rules. Where's my pen here? 11.1.3 here on 50-50 lapel guard situation, the guard player will have 20 seconds to achieve a sweep as long as the athlete is holding the lapel or belt of the opponent. If no sweep is complete within 20 seconds, the guard player will receive the penalty. This is even if the athlete was actively moving. Let's say everyone knows the 50-50 position, right? During the 50-50, if I hold your lapel, my opponent's lapel, or the belt under my legs, 50-50 locked, I pass the lapel under the legs, the referee going to start to count 20 seconds. The referee don't need to raise his arm. He can just start to count, watching the TV. Doesn't matter. He started 20 seconds countdown. Even if the athlete is active, trying to sweep, moving, attacking, but keep the 50-50 locked and the lapel, at the end of 20 seconds, if he don't reach the sweep, okay, referee going to score a penalty for him and restart to counting again if he keep the position, okay? Biggest question. Alexandre, I did the 50-50, passed the lapel. In 15 seconds, I release the grip. I have no lapel or belt grip anymore. The referee gonna keep counting, and on 20 seconds, if you don't sweep, you're gonna be penalized. So how can I avoid this penalty? You have to or sweep, or you open the guard and move to another guard. If you keep the 50-50 locked after you hold the lapel, in 20 seconds, you're gonna be penalized. You understand? It's a very simple. We already have had before a penalty for 50-50 for stalling. It's a normal stalling, but we just add this situation when you people hold the belt, because it's a very weird game that nothing happened. If I want to stuck you're not going to do anything if I lock in this way. So we need to take some action. Another question, Alexandre, I close the 50-50, I pass the lapel, I swap you and went to the top and keep holding. You're going to receive your 2 points, but the referee going to start to count the 20 seconds. If you keep holding, even on top position, okay, 50-50 with a lapel or a belt, you're going to be penalized in the same way. You got it? Very simple, actually. It's not a change, let's say. It's just one adaptation of the stalling rules. I just remove this one. What else? Here you go. All the same rules, nothing changed. Okay. Here for knee ripping, I'll put here this picture what's nice and clear. Got it. Major falls, the table before there was a table. No, not here. Major falls all the same. Okay. Here we use some video, some screenshots from the videos we have. Here, the table will change a little bit. Still the same rules, okay? But we just change the table and add the another change, okay? That is, where is the straight foot lock? Here.
Number 16, Alexander.
16. Straight ankle lock turning inward, facing the direction of the free leg, okay? Before this was a disclassification, was a DQ, right? I'm a straight foot lock. I just have to turn to outside. If I turn to the side, facing the leg was not under attack, I will be disqualified. But honestly, what you have observed, we just have controversies on this situation. We never. This rules should protect the opponent's knee, okay, to avoid big injuries. But we never had any big injury in this situation. But we have controversies every time. The one if you tap, should be disqualified. No, was the athlete on top who turned before. So always we have complaints about this and no injuries. So let they do it. Let's open this rule. Now on straight foot lock, the athletes can turn for the side they want. Okay? Adults athlete from under 18 and above. Under 16, the kids still not allowed. Okay? So this was the major change, let's say, that we had in this book. I don't say change, it's just adaptation. Straight foot lock turning inside, inwards, allowed, and the penalty on 50-50 with lapel. All the changes now we have in the book here was just grammar corrections. Got it? And the table is a little bit different, so it's I think it's much more clear for now. This table here is for belt divisions competitions. As you know, we put in the rules since, I think, 2020. Belt division rules. If you want to do a local tournament, for example, only Jiu-Jitsu or even BJJ, let's say, you have those rules under JJIF to follow, okay? It's basically the same of the major organizations, right? So here is the table, let's say, okay, for all belt division and even no gi. Okay, you have everything here. Just take a look, careful look here. All the aids, no gi, and belts are covered by this table here. Got it? Follow the log here. Let's go to section 12, only grammar. Section 13, grammar 2. 14, same. 15, we change here in the ranks, okay? When you have, if you wanna organize events with no gi or by level, we just fix some things here about the times of the experience. What's an intermediate, what's a beginner, what's advanced level. But I feel organizations have been working with this for now. I wish more people have been organizing belt divisions and no-gi events, local events, and you can use this one. Then you can use our rules. Appendix. Now we change. Before we have the uniform things here in the appendix. Now we have all this, let's say, it's a summary of a lot of definitions, okay? What is for example, what is a stand-up combat, standing position, right? Okay. Some things for like what's a top position, what's not considered a top position. So it's just a summary of terms that we have been using during the course, during the competitions. So it's just to clarify a little bit more. Okay, guys. I think that's it. 1 minute. So, again, we didn't have big change in the rules. It's much more about fixing the grammar mistakes we have in the book. The layout's much better, okay? We have two major adaptations, I would say, it's not a change. Straight foot lock turning inside, it's allowed now. And 50-50 lapel penalty, just two things. And now you guys the layout's made on Google, so it's much easier for anyone who wants to translate the book. Just let us know. You can go by yourself there and do the job. Okay. So this was what you prepare for this year, the book. Again, I always say, I don't like big change from one year to another. We have this competition like World Games, like Asian Games, that's so big competitions that take years of qualifying for athletes, for example. We cannot have change in the middle of this process. I always like to finish this time of World Games and Asian Games. Then you can adapt the book with some things. Our sport evolve every year. We as a rules, we have to follow the trends, what the athletes are doing, okay? Taking care of to keep the roots of the martial art here, okay? So that's it. This is supposed not to be a rules course, just to present the new book for all of you. And you guys will be the one who's gonna spread the news in your nation of federations. Again, the book is there in the rules book, in our group, in the WhatsApp. If someone here is not in the group, let me know, ask me. I can add you there. We are more, I think we're almost 300 referees there. That's amazing. So people can we have some big discussions there. Sometimes stupid videos, okay? We fight a lot, people complain a lot, but sometimes we have a very nice discussions there that I think is helpful for everyone. Okay, I participate of many rules group, and that one's it's cool. It's a cool group. What about the questions? All good? Aldo, Claudia, finish all?
There is a question about an Amaraco, I think it's Portuguese, that didn't change. I don't know what it is.
Amaração.
Amaração.
Amarração. Stalling. It's the same. I think we have a new text for stalling, no, Aldo? I forget to pass here. Just actually,
let me double check.
yeah, it's not a new text, let's say, but the grammar change, I think, become more clear to understand what's the stalling, as we say, the amarração, but keep the same.
And then there is a question about the field of play. That the picture is very clear, but then there is also in the text a competition area, a mat area, and a context area. So I think it would be good to name the things everywhere the same. So this is a great comment of Freek to really make sure that we're using the same word for the same things. At 7.1, it's called competition area. At 8.1, it's called mat area. Oh, this is great. This is a good comment that we make sure that we always make clear what we mean.
Yeah, let me see if I understand. You're talking about this one?
Yeah, so this is clear, but then he rightfully says that if you look at 7.1, we look at the competition area and not a fight area. So there we have to really rename it carefully.
7.1, the competitor facing a job in the middle of the competition area.
Yeah, so it should be called fight area.
Fighting area, yeah.
Yeah, and then at 8.1, it's called mat area.
8.1.
8.11. Yeah.
One athlete exit the match area. No, match area is it's okay.
Yeah,
It's,
and then there's also
safety and fighting area together.
Yeah, and then
It's
it's
the second one.
contest area.
Yeah.
The second.
The second one in the 8.1.1,
8.
fleeing the mat area, and 2
Yeah.
points.
See, it's in the second sentence. The first sentence is says match area, but then it's the
Where-
mat area.
Match area when a facing the seeing the mat area
Yeah, it should be also
And-
competition area.
or match area. Good.
No, yeah, and then there's one in. So this is yeah, you have to really look at which ones you mean here. This is a great comment. I think when we publish the final version, it's good to have these.
Sure. I always actually this always happen, guys. If you see it's 2.4 the version. Now you're gonna receive many inputs before release the book for you. A few people have been reading. Of course, when you read, our eyes is too much focused on some things. We let pass. Even people who review, maybe they didn't check all these details. Now it's time for all of you, please take a careful read a lot. By next week, maximum, let's say, I can release the version 2.5 with all these small mistakes that we can find, and then we can fix it. Okay. So let's make like a teamwork here, so everybody can be responsible a little bit for the book too.
That sounds like fantastic words for closing. I would then stop the recording.
Mhm.